Hello, welcome back to the Burger Geek Show. I'm your friendly Burger Geek, here to tell you all about anything and everything geek related, as well as anything that matters to me. And seeing as I'm awesome, then that's all that matters. In recent geek news, I've promoted myself to God of all geeks and demoted Giant Man to a summon. If you want to know what I mean, then check out Marvel vs. Capcom and the character Hawkeye. Speaking of Hawkeye, I hope you all have seen the new Avengers trailer. If not, then what are you doing here? Go and watch the trailer. Now. Mean it. Also, Walking Dead had another great episode, continuing the zombie fad as it sweeps across our great world. Soon enough, someone will actually be crazy enough to create the zombie plague. Anyway, so geeks, assemble before your king. I joke, but you should worship me. Worship me. Worship me. Now you're all probably wondering why I haven't had a show in a while. Just those damn splicers were always hunting me, but I dealt with all of them, including their younglings. Well, war crimes aside, let's get to the show. Okay, travel with me into a world whose history stretches all the way back to the Great West, when Mormons had magical powers, and people traveled to other planets to, kill aliens and steal them for their resources. We do that a lot as a race. Maybe we should stop. Just a thing. But of course I'm talking about Deadlands. It has many modules, but I'm going to focus on my personal favorite, Hell on Earth. Hell on Earth is a post-apocalyptic setting with magic and horror thrown into the mix, creating a quite diverse and unique playstyle, quite original from most other pen and paper games. It is very similar to Shadowrun in its character creation and playstyle, as you use dice pools instead of just rolling a singular dice and adding a number, as well as character creation, seeing as you use build points instead of set classes. Unfortunately, this system relies on a lot of luck with its rolling system, so if you're an unlucky bastard like me, you will die, and die lots. Don't get attached to your characters. Now let's talk about atmosphere. Now, I'm going to talk about atmosphere a lot in this game, as it is my favorite part of this game. The main city they assume the players will always return to is Junkyard, Salt Lake City, which mines Ghost Rock, which they use for fuel and power. This is a city of junk, built on and from junk. Junk makes the world go round. This place is a fairly lawful city, which I say is no fun. If you're going to build a post-apocalyptic city, then you should go all the way. I mean, sure, they have blood sports, but where's the random euthanization? Slavery, Where's the guy walking around the city saying, I am your king and god now? Sorry. The only real problem I have with Junkyard, besides it being a little bit of a wuss, is its name. Junkyard sounds so fragile and dirty and cheap, man. Why don't you name yourself like Ironmongers or the Builders? You're the last city. Flaunt it a little. Now, other than Junkyards, the creators have been kind enough to include notes and towns and lots of NPCs to work with for storyline ideas, such as Stockmorton, the crazy cyborg general who runs Denver. Not that anybody else wants Denver. Muzzing. As well as groups like the Doomsayers, radiation magic-wielding priests who believe mutants are the future of humanity, and considering I'm a mutant, I am the future. Fox in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy Ben and the moon. I'm a horrible singer. I promise never to do that again. Sorry. Which, personally, as a game master, I like to have these things done for me. I'm a lazy bastard, after all. Some think that it may take some control away from the game master, but still, you're open to better enjoy the game with your players. Plus, we all know as geeks that killing other people's creations, be it a game's boss or a game master's boss, it brings you joy and makes you feel like a badass. Hell, I'm a 12th level badass. Represent! Now, I know I mentioned Ghost Rock, and you're thinking, is it invisible rock? Does it float? Let me explain before your head explodes. Rest that little brain of yours. Ghost Rock is a mineral made up for the game world. It has been in the game in all of its incarnations. In the older modules of the game, steep power was achieved and enhanced thanks to Ghost Rock. Burning the Ghost Rock destroys the demon soul that is kept inside of it, releasing a lot of power that can be harnessed for technology. Now you're thinking, this stuff destroys demon souls, gives us power, it's great. But with all great power sources comes a great bomb. The Ghost Rocks have you The ghost rocks, as you have guessed, are the reason for the post-apocalyptic state of the world. If you haven't figured it out on your own, then please do us all a favor and plank in the middle of a construction site. Now, the only reason I mention Ghost Rock is it plays in such a major role in all of Deadlands modules. The last thing I really have to say on the atmosphere that I found very creative was the character sheet. It's written in slang terms such as shooting, filching, the Psychers even have a skill called blasting. I give them points for originality on this. Good job, guys. Keep it up. So my overall opinion for this pen and paper game is a for sure check out. It's like Fallout with magic, and if you like pen and paper games, of course. If not, then that means you're not a true geek and you should join those stupid people in Plankton in that construction site, or Owl in a hunting reserve. I don't care. Now, if you're not into the whole post-apocalyptic setting, it has Old West to space battles. So, if you want to just quick draw 3 zombies dead, or pillage an alien race for its resources, then this is definitely the game for you. You should check it out. Now next, I'm going to talk about something that needs to be said. Where the hell is the law system's head at these days? I mean, a guy commits tax fraud and he goes to jail for more than a decade, but a woman commits to killing her child. Out in under 5 years. What the hell is with this world? Like, I know money is important, but, you know, human life tends to mean something too, or used to. Like, I know you want to protect your wallets, but maybe you should protect human life. Not saying I'm much better. I'd kill for my wallet, but, you know, that's my hard-earned money right there. But still, let's try and do something for the world, and as people, try and point the law system back at the real criminals, not scam artists. Now, this is burgergeek signing off for the night, but here's my question. What would you name your city in a post-apocalyptic world? Leave your ideas in the comments below. And remember, a burger a day keeps the wind from blowing you away. Thank you. Good night.